to another bulking full day of eating. Long overdue. It's been like 5 months since the last one, and these are easily one of my best performing video types. For the most part, these meals are the exact same things I eat every day. I just sometimes switch things around. I might do ground beef or bison. I might do pasta or noodles. But this is the one meal that stays exactly the same. The only thing is I usually do the Kodiak oats because they have a little more protein, but I ran out, so we're with the regular Quaker ones. Yeah, starting off the day with 5 eggs, half a cup of oats with blueberry and maple syrup, and avocado toast with 1 avocado and 3 slices of sourdough. It's definitely a pretty big meal. It comes out to 1,375 calories, 63 grams of fat, 151 carbs, and 58 protein. I know that I'm probably gonna put some clips of this sped up, but I will be honest, sometimes these meals take quite a long time to eat. But it took me a while to record and set up the intro, so let's see how cold these are. Alright, so that actually took longer than I thought, and that's just the reality of it. Sometimes when you eat meals this big, I was already a little late because of filming in the intro, and then I got a little caught up checking something on my phone. So it just ended up taking longer, but I forgot to mention in the intro, one of the reasons it took me so long to make another full day of eating is, to be honest with you, I got stuck at 180 pounds for a while. And I think it was a combination of not tracking everything to a T, not waking up early enough to get an extra meal in, and stress and whatnot because we were getting ready to move into this new apartment. But since we've gotten here, it's been epic. I've been on my eating basically every single day for the past 2 weeks, and now I'm waking up at 186, which is pretty crazy to think because my goal was to get to where I'm waking up at 200 and then maybe start the cut. But with the combination of my weight and my strength going up pretty fast, who knows when I think it'll be time to cut. But not for a while either way. I still want to make a lot more bulking content. I still want to keep bulking. I'm not happy with the amount of muscle I have, but it is crazy to think about me cutting. I've never done that in my entire life. I've never wanted to eat less calories. I've always wanted to be in a surplus. Lunch is gonna be pretty soon, 2 hours, not a lot of time to digest, but hey, I'll see you there. A little bit of my early day supplementation. We have vitamin D, fenugreek, which is just like general wellness and testosterone boosting, as well as Jack Factory greens and Jack Factory minerals. If you watch my last full day of eating, you would know I don't really get a lot of greens in my diet, so I usually supplement with my Jack Factory greens. Today we're using the capsules just for convenience sake, but typically I'm a big advocate for the green surge. Sour apple flavor is the best one. Basically takes out the entire greens taste. But I'm gonna pull a little juice world and then we're gonna get started making lunch. Alright, so for lunch we have 2 servings of elbow pasta with some sauce, a brisket patty that I cooked in advance. I just threw it in the microwave, cut it up, and put it in here. And then we have a smoothie with milk, Greek yogurt, collagen powder, goji berry powder, and frozen fruits. Altogether, this is 1,139 calories, 42 grams of fat, 130 grams of carbs, and 62 grams of protein. This is also my pre-workout meal. I'm gonna have this, and then I might sip on an energy drink or something while I work, and maybe do a little bit of meditation, which ideally I like to have at least 1 to 2 hours after eating before I go to the gym. Alright, so since I'm getting 200 caffeine from this energy drink, I'm not gonna take any stimulus-based pre-workout. If I did, it'd be the Jack Factory Unfinished Blackberry Lemonade. Gonna be taking Pump Surge with L-arginine because the main pump ingredient in the Pump Surge is L-citrulline. And then we're putting L-arginine in it to cover all our grounds, as well as Alpha GPC as a nootropic paired with the huperzine from the Pump Surge, cover our grounds for the focus. Gonna take these, go hit a workout, and then I'm gonna show you my most controversial food probably, which is in my post-workout meal. For my post-workout meal, we have an Alpha Land muffin. I get banana nut every time. This is literally the one time they didn't have it, so I got blueberry. And 1.5 scoops of the Jacked Factory unfinished protein with milk. This is literally the only vanilla something protein I've ever liked. It's really good. It's vanilla oatmeal cookie and it's an isolate, so I can drink it every day and it sits fine on my stomach. Yeah, this is definitely the unhealthiest thing I probably eat all day. But besides that, I eat pretty clean, so I don't really get a negative effect from it. And it's just yummy, you know? It's my treat for the day. Get that insulin spiked with the protein post-workout. The muffin's around 400 calories, and then I usually do a scoop and a third to a scoop and a half of protein, which comes out to around 150 calories, 33 grams of protein, plus the protein from the milk, which now that I think about it, I never track the milk for my protein shake. Huh. Final meal of the day, and probably my favorite just because of how simple it is, it's steak and potatoes. Air fryer potatoes have become like my favorite carb source. You literally just douse them in olive oil, season them with garlic, salt, and pepper, and just throw them in. And then we have a steak and New York strip, probably one of my favorite pieces of meat. And I know I can already see comments like, oh, that's not realistic. We can't afford to eat a steak every night. I don't eat a steak every night. Sometimes it's this, sometimes it's ground beef, sometimes it's bison. According to like my tracking app, 9 ounces of New York strip alone is 700 calories basically. I plugged in the steak, and just the steak alone comes out to about 800 calories, 56 fat, and 66 grams of protein just on this hunk of meat. Sometimes this is ground beef or bison, which is typically more in the 400 to 500 calorie range. And sometimes the potatoes, I'll have them for lunch, and then I'll have ramen or pasta for dinner. But I think why I've been so successful, even though, to be honest with you, I don't have to track every day, is because I eat like the same 4 to 5 meals. And it has been working well because I went from waking up at like 179, 178, every day for a while. So now I'm waking up at 186. I'm a big boy. And yeah, while I don't necessarily love my physique, I don't like the pudge around my stomach, I'm getting stronger, and I think I'm starting to see gains in like trouble areas like my arms. So for this whole day, 4,245 calories. Which now that I think about it, I never track the milk for my protein shake. 197 fat, 403 carbs, and 232 grams of protein. And while these numbers can vary slightly, some days I'll have a bowl of cereal instead of a muffin. Some days I'll have ground beef instead of a steak. As well as some days either pre-workout or post-workout, I have an Anabar. Honestly, the best tasting protein bar I've ever had in my opinion. Check out all the different flavors of the bars. They also have Anabutter, which is out of stock right now, but when it restocks, get the cookies and cream. I think the big thing that's helped me is honestly just getting my sleep in order, waking up at a good time, getting my breakfast in at a good time, and then having essentially 4 meals within the day. Always keeping my protein above 200. I think 232 is honestly a high day for me. And honestly, I'm pretty surprised how like 1 to 2 weeks of consistent eating like this has already made me waking up 6 pounds more than I was. I know these full day of eatings tend to do pretty well and like draw in an audience that aren't subscribed to me, but I mean, clearly you're interested in bulking, fitness, diet, and my channel is about bulking, fitness, self-improvement, etc. So listen, just consider subscribing, okay? Whatever was my most recent video is gonna pop on the screen right now, and all I ask is that you consider clicking it. I mean, you made it this far in this video, and I assume you like me or are interested in my journey in some way. So yeah, bye-bye.